Definition of factory overhead costs. Factory overhead costs, also known as manufacturing overhead or indirect manufacturing costs, refer to all indirect costs incurred during the production process that cannot be directly traced to specific products. These costs support the overall production operations but are not directly tied to individual units of output. Components of factory overhead. Factory overhead includes a variety of indirect costs, such as 1. Indirect materials. Materials used in the production process that are not a part of the finished product, such as lubricants, cleaning supplies, or small tools. 2. Indirect labor. Wages paid to employees who are not directly involved in manufacturing, such as maintenance staff, security personnel, or production supervisors. 3. Utilities and energy costs. Electricity, water, and gas used to operate the factory and machinery. 4. Depreciation of factory equipment and buildings. The allocation of the cost of fixed assets over their useful lives. 5. Repairs and maintenance. Costs to maintain or fix machines and equipment used in production. 6. Insurance and property taxes. Related to the factory facilities and equipment. 7. Factory supplies and miscellaneous expenses. Any other production-related costs that support manufacturing but cannot be assigned directly to a product. Purpose of allocating factory overhead. Since factory overhead cannot be directly traced to a specific product, it needs to be allocated or applied to products using a fair and consistent method. This allows the company to determine the accurate cost of production and to make informed pricing and profitability decisions. Methods of allocating factory overhead. Overhead is typically applied to products using a predetermined overhead rate, which is based on an estimated activity level, such as direct labor hours, direct labor cost, machine hours, units produced. Formula for predetermined overhead rate. Predetermined overhead rate equals estimated total overhead costs to estimated total activity base. Once the rate is determined, overhead can be applied to each job or product. Applied overhead equals predetermined rate times actual activity base used. Example. If a company estimates total overhead costs of IDR 500 million and estimates 25,000 direct labor hours for the year, predetermined overhead rate equals 500 million 25,000 equals IDR 20,000 per direct labor hour. If a specific job uses 100 labor hours, applied overhead equals 100 times 20,000 equals IDR 2 million.